Raven Elise TV.
Hey guys, it's Raven, and in this video it's going to be a 2-for-1 deal. I just got a big order from e.l.f. makeup, which is eyes, lips, face, and it's just a really affordable makeup line that most of you have probably already heard of. So I'm going to be showing you all of the things that I got in my order, but at the same time I'm going to be trying them out and doing a first impressions review on each product, and at the end of it I have created this makeup look. So if you are interested to see how I achieved this and what new products I used from e.l.f., then just stay tuned. And I'm coming to you live with no makeup on, looking very weird and very crusty because not only do I not have makeup on, but I don't have any hair on. I have my hair in this really silly Spice Girls hairstyle because it's one of the only hairstyles I can do with my hair right now. You guys know that I'm growing my hair out, and so it's kind of in a really awkward stage right now, so please don't mind that. And the reason why I don't have any makeup on is because I'm actually going to be trying on the products as I show them to you. So this is going to be a first impressions type get ready with me type makeup try on haul. I got a bunch of stuff. I pretty much got enough stuff to do a full face of makeup, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. So this is basically gonna be a full face with only e.l.f. products. So here's my big box that I got from e.l.f. and they packaged their stuff in these bags. So I got one bag full of stuff, and the awesome thing about e.l.f. is they always have some type of discount or deal or coupon code or free item or something like that, to where when you order your stuff you're gonna get some type of deal. So the deal that I got was when you spend $40 you get free shipping, so I got free shipping. And then I also went on retailmenot.com, and I'll put the link down below. That's what I use every time I buy anything online. I go to retailmenot because they give you coupon codes and stuff that you may not have known about, because they showed me a coupon code where if you spent like at least $15 or something like that, you got a free eyeshadow thing, and it's actually 100 different eyeshadow colors that I got for free with my order with that code. So there's that. This is my free gift that I got with my order, and it has 100 different eyeshadow colors. So this basically has every single eyeshadow color that I'll probably ever use, and so that's really good for me expanding my makeup collection. But the rest of the stuff totaled out to exactly $40, and I got free shipping. So I got, I think, 14 items. So I'm gonna do it in order of which you would apply it. And so the first thing that I got is a poreless face primer. The e.l.f. Studio line has really nice black sleek packaging, so I like that. So this is just a face primer which helps to diminish fine lines and pores and just give you a smooth canvas to work with. I'm starting to get really into actually using more and more primers, because when you have problem skin, oily skin, acne skin, any kind of skin, primers really do help with your makeup. And I was running out of the old one that I was using, which was from Ulta. I think it was just the Ulta brand. So I wanted to try this one because I think it was only $3. So let's go ahead and try it. It smells kind of, I don't know how to explain the smell, but it has kind of a scent to it. It doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of like refreshing and a little bit minty almost. And it feels like a primer. It feels like that silicone-ish consistency, kind of like not oily, but kind of like slick. And it does look like it's working. It has really kind of mattified my face and reduced the look of my pores and everything, just like my old primer did. So I'm pretty happy with this. It feels very smooth. I like it. So the primer gets a thumbs up. Moving on with the face, I got foundation and concealers. So I'm gonna start with the concealer because I actually got a corrective concealer which comes with green and peach in it, as well as 2 brown colors. So the green color is to be used for correcting redness, and the peach color, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be used for, but I was mostly interested in this one because it had the green one in it, and I've never tried a green concealer before. And these are the shades that it comes with. So I'm going to be using this green tone with the little brush that they gave me, and I'm going to be applying that where I have a lot of redness. So this brush is not my favorite brush, I can tell you that right off the bat. And the green is coming off kind of just white. Let me try with my finger. So like that, and then kind of just neutralize So I've covered like my cheeks with the green. I don't know if it helped at all though. It kind of just made me feel ashy. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. Okay, so I basically just slathered this on my face because my whole face is red. And I'm trying to blend it out, but it doesn't really blend out. It kind of just leaves that gray look on my face. So definitely have to cover that up with my foundation. Moving on to the foundation, which is one of the things that I am most excited to try, and I'm hoping that I got a decent color because I did order this online and I didn't get to try out any colors, so I had to guess my color. I got the color Sand, and this is the Acne Fighting Foundation, which I've actually seen really good reviews on. So I was excited to try it because you guys know that I have acne. So anything that is acne fighting is good for me. And I've been wanting to try a new foundation anyway. And this foundation is super cheap. I want to say it was, I know for sure it was below $10. But since my current foundation is the Kat Von D foundation, and that foundation is almost $40, it would be nice if I could find a cheap foundation that actually works for me and actually does not make me break out. And this one is actually not supposed to break you out, but also fight your acne, so that's really good. So this is what it looks like. Once again, pretty nice packaging, and just says e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation, and it has salicylic acid, witch hazel, camphor, tea tree, and aloe in it. So it has a lot of good ingredients. And this is a liquid foundation with a little squeezy tube like so. So I'm just going to squeeze some of this on the back of my hand and pray that it's the right color for my skin. So this is what it looks like. It's actually a pretty thick consistency, which I like because I do not like thin, runny, watery liquid foundations. Just no. So I'm going to be applying this with my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush. I'm going to get a tiny bit more out because I am going for a full coverage look. So I'm just going to go down my jaw. And this is a pretty buildable foundation. I'm taking a little bit more and going back over my problem areas, and it is buildable, so that's really good as well. So I'm actually really surprised at how well this foundation worked for me. It feels very light on. The color actually matches my skin, and it actually covers up my acne really well. And I'm actually breaking out right now, and I have a lot of acne scars right now, so I have a lot to cover right now, and it actually covered it up really well in my opinion, and it still gives you like a pretty natural glowy finish. So I give this foundation 2 thumbs up. And I think I'm actually going to mix the peachy shade with the light brown shade for an under eye concealer. So that kind of concealed some of my dark circles. I don't really like this concealer palette, like the consistency of it is just kind of too thin, too creamy, too something. I don't know how much I'm actually going to end up using this concealer palette. I prefer my other concealer. I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I think I prefer that for under the eye. But I also bought this HD Lifting Concealer, which is supposed to further brighten up any areas like under your eyes, and it's like in a yellow brightening tone. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that in my highlight areas as well. It has a little doe foot applicator. I'm just going to put a few dots where I like to highlight, so under my eyes, forehead, nose, Cupid's bow, and chin, and maybe one over here too. I totally forgot that I actually bought a new concealer brush, so that will actually come in handy right now. So I bought the Flawless Concealer Brush. So the brush looks like this, and it's just good for blending out concealer and stuff like this. So I'm going to use that. Okay, whoa, this is like really bright. Yeah, this is definitely brightening, but I do kind of like it. Definitely put too much on my nose because I didn't know how powerful it was going to be. But we're just going to blend it out and make it work. I do really like this brush. I've never had a brush like this for blending out concealer and stuff. So I'm so happy I got this because it works really well for this type of blending on your face. So I'll have to keep in mind to only use a tiny bit of this when I do use it. But I mean, it does its job. I do like it. It's just really powerful. So we're just gonna roll with it and we're going to move on to eyebrows. I bought a eyebrow kit from e.l.f. and it comes with a gel and a powder, and I got it in the shade medium. So it looks like this. It's in a dark brown shade because I like my eyebrows dark. So they give you this little tiny angled brush with another little side on it to use with it, but I already have the full size e.l.f. angled brush, so I'm just going to use the full size one. And it comes with a gel and a powder, so I think I'm just going to use the gel side, which is the darker side. The powder, I don't really know. It looks too light, so I'm just going to stick with this side. So I'm just going to dip my brush into the dark brown gel, and actually let me go ahead and brush my brows out a little bit. My brows need to be done right now so bad. So we're really gonna see what this gel can do. No brow. And then with just the dark brown brow gel on it. The color matches really well. The only thing is with the heavy gel, it's hard to get that faded look in the front, so I'll have to mess around with how I actually use this because I feel like the front of my brow is like way too harsh with the use of the gel. So maybe I'll just use the gel on my tail of my brow and then maybe use the powder on the front, and maybe that'll help. But basically what I've learned is that this product is kind of dark and kind of harsh, so I'm gonna have to get some practice with it because my brows are extremely bold right now, especially towards the front. I've never used a gel eyebrow product. I've never used a product that's really like this dark, so I'm trying to kind of brush it out and fade it out as much as I can, but I think that's just as good as they're gonna get. So I'm just gonna use my regular face powders, which is the Kat Von D foundation powder and the Maybelline Fit Me powder, a darker one and a lighter one. I use the darker one in the contour areas, I use the lighter one in the highlight areas. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'll be right back. Okay, so putting my powder on kind of helped with that whole highlighting issue. I still need to set underneath my eyes, but I actually feel like I need more concealer underneath my eyes. Like, I really don't feel like this concealer palette works. So that's kind of a bummer. I went ahead and added some of my regular concealer, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, just because, like I said, I felt like the e.l.f. concealer was not doing the job underneath my eyes. And then I just went ahead and put some setting powder on that. Moving on to bronzer, which I love bronzer, but yet I never really buy bronzer, so this is exciting. I bought two of them. One is actually technically a highlighter and one is a bronzer. So this is the bronzer and it's in the color Bora Bora, and this is the baked highlighter and it is in the color Blush Gems. So these looked really pretty online. They came in multiple different colors, so I just kind of randomly picked ones that I thought would look good on my skin tone. This is the highlighter. It's like got that mineralized finish on it and it looks really pretty in the package. This is the bronzer, which is also really pretty. Hopefully the camera and the lighting is actually doing it justice. I don't know if it is, but it has like multiple golden tones throughout it with that same mineralized finish, and this is called Bora Bora. It just looks so pretty. So I'm gonna go in with my Sigma F40 brush for contour and go into the bronzer. And I do not know how pigmented this is going to be, so this is going to be experimental. So it looks like it's actually not that pigmented as I expected it to be. So I'm gonna really get my brush in there and put some more on. So, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, you guys can see the bronze effect that it's giving me. It's just not as amazing as I thought it would be, so I also bought a fan brush from e.l.f. So I'm going to go ahead and use my new fan brush with the highlighter. I don't even know if that did anything. Ugh. I got this eyeshadow palette, which is their geometric palette, and it's like limited edition, and it has this cool design, and I got it in the shade, I don't know, I guess it's the number 2 one, and it has 6 colors in it. I'm just going to use my regular eyeshadow blending brush, and I think I'm going to take this shade off to the side, tap that off, and put that on my lid. So I'm just gonna do a really quick, really natural kind of brown, messy, smoky eye that I usually like to do for every day, kind of like that Kylie Jenner look. I think I'm gonna take this smaller golden shade. It's like a really metallic gold, and I'm going to put that more into the inner corner, brighten it up. And so this is actually really shimmery. Then I'm going to take the lightest shade and use that as a brow bone highlight. And these eyeshadows are very powdery, like they give a lot of fallout and just powder into the air. So I'm just going to go in with a smaller brush and use that same medium brown color and go under my eye a little bit. So I went ahead and added my mascara. I didn't buy any mascara from e.l.f. so I had to use my usual mascara, which is a combination of Maybelline's just regular Great Lash mascara, but I get the one that has the little Christmas tree type brush. This is like my favorite, just regular drugstore mascara, so I applied that. And then I went ahead and used my fiber lashes, which is my new fiber lashes by Mira-Ness, which I talked about in one of my previous videos. So I've been using this. It has the little fibers on one side and the gel on the other side. It works pretty equally to my Unique fiber lashes. They're like the same in my opinion, so just my fiber lashes. And so I did top and bottom mascara. So I'm just gonna go into my usual dark brown face powder and use a e.l.f. brush that I already have. So I got this e.l.f. brush in my last haul, and I'm just gonna use it with my dark brown Fit Me powder to go ahead and contour my nose. Basically how I contour my nose now is I basically draw a circle around the tip of my nose and then draw a line on either side and then just blend it up. And then I'm actually going to go into the eyeshadow quad. Since the highlighter was not really pigmented enough, I'm going to use one of the eyeshadows out of here to go ahead and highlight the bridge of my nose a little bit more. And I'm just going to use this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush to do that. So I think I'm going to use the, let's see, I think I'm going to use this big one up here. Nah, I think I'm going to try the gold color. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of my regular face powder and blend the sides out. So the last things in this haul are going to be lip products. I got 3 lip products. I got 2 long wear lip liner pencils because I'm getting very into lip liners with the whole Kylie Jenner trend and everything like that. I've been loving using lip liners as an all over lip color. So I got 2 colors, and now that I look at them, they look kind of similar, but I got one that's supposed to be in my Kylie Jenner color, which is that coffee brownish type of color, and it's actually called Spice, which is funny because that's the name of the MAC lip liner pencil that I used for my Kylie Jenner tutorial. So it's also called Spice, so this is supposed to be like, I guess, like the same thing as the MAC one. So, but this one's only $1, so we're gonna see if this actually works or looks the same. And then I got another one in a color called Bitter, and I don't even remember, I think it's more of like a plum color. So since we already know about Spice, I don't think I'm gonna actually put that on my lips, but I am gonna go ahead and swatch it for you. So while we're here, we might as well do a comparison. So I have the original MAC lip liner in Spice, and then I have my Clean Color lip liner that's a dupe for it. This one is $1 from Shop Miss A, so this is the one I've been using instead of this expensive one. And then now I have my e.l.f. one. So first I'm going to do the actual MAC color. So there's that. And then I'm going to show you the one I've been using, which is also $1 by Clean Color. Under that. So there's the one by Clean Color. The MAC one is on top. So they're pretty similar. The Clean Color one is a little bit more plummier or a little bit darker. And then now let's try the e.l.f. one underneath that. So there's the e.l.f. one, there's the Clean Color one, and then there's the MAC one on the very top. So actually the e.l.f. one is actually closer to the actual MAC color. So these are really dupes for each other, so that's actually surprising. And the consistency of all three is actually pretty similar, so they all seem to work pretty well, but e.l.f. actually wins for the dupe. But for today we're going to go for more of a berry lip because I also got this lip stain in Berry Blush. So I think I'm going to use my Bitten lip pencil and my Berry Blush lip stain. So I went ahead and put on the berry colored lip stain along with the berry colored lip liner. And I have to say that I do not like it. It really just makes my lips look very dry and crusty and like I've just been drinking way too much cherry Kool-Aid. As you can probably see. I mean, the color is cute. It's not one of my favorite lip colors that I personally wear. And it just, I don't know. I don't like the way it makes my lips look. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be using this lip stain. The lip liner, like I said, it works really well, but the berry color is just really not my thing. So I'll have to maybe use this with a really good berry lipstick instead of that berry lip stain. So I'll probably find some use for it, but not with a lip stain. So since I was not feeling the other lip combo, I went ahead and switched to just the Spice lip pencil that I showed you guys, which is a pretty good dupe for the MAC Spice lip liner. Like I said, it doesn't show up as well on my actual lips as it did in the swatch, which is kind of weird, but it's still pretty good and I still like it better than the other one that I tried. So this is the finished makeup look, almost a complete full face using only e.l.f. products and using all these new products that I have not tried before. So this was quite an experiment, quite an experience, trying to put together a full face with things that I'm not familiar with. That was kind of hard, but it came out pretty okay. You know, it's not perfect. The brows need some practice with the brow gel, and the bronzer wasn't as nice as I thought it would be. So it is going to take some tweaking, and I am going to have to find like the certain perfect way to use all these products. But I am pretty happy overall with my total order. So if you're thinking about trying any of the stuff that I tried in this video, definitely check out e.l.f.'s website. I will put their link down below. And this is not a sponsored video. I bought all this stuff with my own money on my own accord because e.l.f. is a brand that I am familiar with, that I have been using for years, and it was just time for me to re-up. So I'm glad that I did. So yeah, definitely check it out. All info will be down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.